Hi there, it's Mike with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. I'm giving you guys 5 tips before hiring a lawyer for your insurance claim. Here's how you can get a hold of me if you have any questions after the video. My cell phone, you have my email, and my website. Let's jump right into things. Tip number 1, okay? Sorry, my little image of me here in the corner is blocking this, but I'll be able to help guide you through it. Beware of the hybrid contract. What is a hybrid contract? You're going to find that the hybrid contract, you'll see a percentage, more than likely 40%, an hourly fee. You've got to also be aware of a pre-lawsuit settlement and what those fees are. In other words, your claim has been denied, and before you file a lawsuit, the attorney has to send a notice of intent to file a lawsuit, 10 days. Okay? It's a new law starting in July of 2021. So, you've got to find out what those fees are. What's a percentage? All right? Most attorneys, when it comes to this hybrid contract, the higher amount of your claim, 100,000, 150,000, 200,000, they're going to be taking a percentage. They're not going to take the hourly fee. The smaller the amount of the claim, they're going to take their hourly. All right. So for you, the ones with a smaller claim, smaller settlement claim, it's not a bad deal for you. Those individuals with $50,000 or greater, it's probably not that good of a deal. And this one, which is important, and of course, unfortunately, I'm blocking this with my big head. Always demand an hourly fee contract only. All right? Don't go for this percentage. If they do not want to accept only an hourly fee, you find yourself an attorney that will do and handle your lawsuit on an hourly fee basis. Okay? They will be billing the insurance company for that hourly fee. Tip number 2, beware of the global settlement. Oh, again, my big head. Jeez. So, behind this, let's start with up here. You're always going to want to discuss your net money. That is, the money going in your pocket after a settlement. Example of a global settlement. Okay, so you can kind of see here. The insurance company offers you $50,000. You get a phone call from the attorney. Great news, the insurance company is offering $50,000 global settlement. All right, what's a global settlement? What do you mean? Well, after everything's said and done, you're gonna get $22,000. So here, the attorney's getting $28,000. This is a real life situation. All right. That's what a global settlement. Global settlements, an attorney can ask for his fee to be separated out from that, and they more than likely will be. The insurance company wants to do this to put the onus on the attorney representing you, right? They don't know what those fees are, or maybe they do. Sometimes the attorney that is representing you will tell the insurance company, hey, my fee is $35,000. So the insurance company doesn't want to sometimes deal with that. Now, where your role steps in, and we'll get through that, but this is all you want to talk about. What is going in your pocket? Who cares what their fee is? All right, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, 2,800. You want to know, and you need to get a number that's going to make you happy, and then that's where you go to and negotiate with the attorney. We'll get into that. So this applies if you have a public adjuster. If you don't, okay, you could be kind of at a disadvantage here. So attorneys, public adjusters watching this, you both should be in cahoots. So here's the reason why. A good public adjuster has a knowledge on the scope and repair of damage. That's invaluable. There's other things that the attorney might not be knowing or know when they're negotiating that could be a key tip, right? It could be a key point. And so the attorney needs to call the public adjuster and say, hey, public adjuster, on the Smith file, is there anything we need to know before going in? What damages did you see? Where was the damages? The insurance company is saying this and that, and they're saying that isn't related. Tell me, help me out here, right? Help me out here. Because remember this, very important, very important. The attorney is an expert in law. They do not write estimates. Their knowledge of the scope and repair of damages is limited. Do they gain knowledge through doing depositions of people and being specializing in this? Yes, but they're still not at the same level of a good public adjuster. So together, this is what it says back here, together, they both can work together to make you happy, your claim successful. Oftentimes, the attorneys want to do it themselves. Oftentimes, they leave the public adjuster out. I don't operate that way. I need to be involved in the discussions. My client needs to be involved in discussions. We need to figure out the numbers. All too often, I've had issues with law firms. Yes, even me, somebody who has a somewhat legal background who's worked in a law firm. So if I've had issues, I can only imagine that a lot of you have issues and don't even know it or have been taken advantage of. And again, like any industry, they're good and bad. All right. So, tip number 4, you can hire another attorney with no cost to you. In this field, in a lot of fields, people are afraid to get rid of their attorney. They're thinking there's going to be some fees attached to them or they're going to have to pay for it. No. The fees will be preserved by the new attorney. Okay? Now, during the last few years, I've discontinued 7 different law firms from having a relationship with them, and I will not use them. Variety of reasons. Some of the reasons are the lawsuits are taking too long. I had one firm with one attorney told my client during a mediation, and I'd asked my client, before you accept anything, text me, call me, don't accept anything. All right? During mediation, it said, if you don't accept this low ball offer, they didn't say low ball, if you don't accept this settlement offer now, it's going to take 3 to 4 years to go to trial. When my client told me that after he accepted it, first off, great guy. I was mad. I was mad that he didn't contact me prior to the mediation. I had asked him and told him specifically, contact me. Do not accept anything. I think he kind of felt a little bit pressured by the attorney. People, it will not take 3 to 4 years to get this to trial unless you have some crazy 1 in a million type case where you own a $70 million mansion that half of it was burnt by a fire. All right, and they're saying it's your fault because you want the insurance money. Okay, yes, maybe that'll take 3 to 4 years. A roof claim, a simple water damage claim, no. What would be the time frame? You know what? I've got a cast iron pipe lawsuit going on right now that is a month away from trial, and it's only been 8 months. Now that's really fast, though. Okay. So other reasons why they didn't do basic discovery. When a lawsuit's filed, your attorneys should be immediately scheduling depositions of the adjuster and the corporate representative for the insurance company. All right. Another thing, when you get too big of a law firm, you end up getting different caliber of attorneys. You may get some junior attorneys. In other words, attorneys with less experience. I was using a big firm, and I was just a little disappointed in some of the attorneys. I'll leave it at that. So, final tip. Actually, you guys may get a bonus tip. I'm not sure. Let's see. So, negotiate your attorney fees after the settlement. Okay? Especially if the attorney fees are disproportionate to your settlement. For instance, in that global settlement example with the $50,000 offer, right? And the attorney gets 28 and you get 22. Remember, this is about your net money, the money you're going to put in your pocket after everything's said and done. Negotiate that 28 and negotiate your 22. Okay, Mr. Attorney, listen. I want 30. I don't care how you get me there. That's what I want. So he'll probably shave, you would hope, he would shave what? A little bit off this, right? So you get 8 more, he gets 20. What's wrong with that? Right? 20 for the attorney. 30 for you. What is wrong with that? Or try for 35. Attorney gets 15. So, well, what do you know here? We do have a bonus tip. Okay. I've seen this happen many, many, many times. This is why sometimes people forget an invaluable part of a public adjuster, a good public adjuster, which, you know, I'll admit there's not a lot of us out there. There are a few. I've seen attorneys recommend crappy settlements because they're going to make their money now. Let me try to put this from a business perspective. If it's an attorney that owns a law firm, they have people they got to pay, secretaries, paralegals, people that handle the filing, so on and so forth. They may have other attorneys they got to pay, right? Money right now, and it's usually significant, is better than money 6 months down the road. It works out that way. So, I'll give you an example. One of the law firms I no longer use, I have a couple cases pending, and so I have $50,000 that I've been using as a real world. They called me saying that they could potentially get $50,000 for the client, and he talked to the client. So I talked to the client, and their fees are $40 so far, and they will reduce it to $25. Okay, so that means the client's going to be left with $25. I talked to the client, broke it down for them, and I had to tell them, no, don't accept it. And our conversation went even farther, so she is probably going to be looking for a new law firm. All right, so part of the reason into that is that $25,000. They want to take it and run. They want to take it and run. Because even though they said their original fee is $40,000, they don't want to wait 6 months from now to get paid. They'd rather take $25,000 now. So they're trying to get the client to accept some crappy ass $25,000. Her claim's worth much more than that. And it's almost like they don't have the fight in them to fight for my client. So it's disheartening. So listen, I've had my share of bad law firms, and it's one and done. You're out. You're out. I could care less. My number one responsibility is you when I'm representing you. It's not the attorney. I could give a crap about them, right? I'll find a different law firm. So there's a lot of pitfalls that people aren't aware of. Do I use attorneys? Absolutely. It's part of the relationship. But I don't like when attorneys take advantage of people, and it happens way too often, right? And I think attorneys take advantage of public adjusters that aren't too bright. And there's some things that I've seen some lawyers do that isn't ethical when they're breaking down settlements. And so with that said, here's just a few little tips, and hopefully you guys appreciate it. If you guys need to get a hold of me, have any questions, here's my cell phone number. Call me, text me. Here's my email, theclaimsquad@gmail.com, and my website. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.